Um, One of the most annoying things that people do is criticize those who make generalizations. Now, reasons that we have to generalize are actually kind of hard to explain, in my opinion. So I actually Googled it to see if someone had a good explanation. And I found a blog. The guy's name is Fedders, Fedrz. Of course, it was written by someone from a men going their own way background, because we some smart ass motherfuckers. So anyway, I want to give a shout out to him for his writing, and I'm gonna summarize his article, give my own 2 cents, and I'm gonna post a link in the description bar to his article. And I wrote down some thoughts so that I didn't forget what I was gonna say for this. So bear with me if it feels like I'm reading off a paper, because I kind of am doing that a little bit. So he says that we must generalize because, quote, to fail to generalize is to demand that all things must only be regarded in terms of the lowest common denominator, and that there are individual groups and there are individuals within those groups, but people don't think of it that way. He gives examples like how men are usually bigger than women. It's generally true, but you can find short men and tall women. And how we say that birds fly. And while most of them do, some birds like penguins don't fly. Now, this kind of stuff makes intuitive sense to people, but this concept is ignored when it comes to sensitive issues like male and female interaction. He also says that, quote, ignoring the similar actions slash traits slash situations in the 80% of the cases, because 20% of the cases do not coincide, is pretty stupid, in that we have to follow the trends. You know, he is right on the money. If women file 70% of divorces, obviously they either want to get divorced to get compensation from the man, or they fucked up and married some dumbass and got married for some stupid reason, and now they regret it. Either way, men should be afraid of that, and to ignore that fact is downright stupid. When women act like dicks on online dating, they do it because they just want attention. Who gives a fuck if they're not all like that? And someone wrote a comment on that website that said that most men will stick up for women's rights at the detriment of their own rights, and women just stick up for themselves. So in general, women will get shit. That to me is just fucking common sense, man. But we need to point it out in our politically correct bullshit society. And when women argue this shit, they try and use that shaman language bullshit, and men use facts to stick up for their beliefs and their points, which once again proves that men have to change shit, because women in general are going to use shaman language to shut up men and keep the status quo. So men, when someone tells you not to generalize, just remember they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Generalizing doesn't mean to apply a situation to every human being, but we cannot ignore trends when they are staring us right in the face. This is Armageddon 1115. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.